Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Capricorns. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is going to be a what's coming towards you forecast for the little bit of time that we have left in November 2020. I was supposed to get this reading out a lot sooner, but I did have to take a couple days to work on some things behind the scenes. But we're back. So we're going to get straight into it. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell if you'd like to see future videos from me. And yeah, let's get into the spread. So we're going to do this a little different. We're going to layer this spread and see what comes up. So my Capricorns, what is coming towards them in the last couple of days of November 2020? Give me a spread. Okay, Capricorns. Because y'all know I could shuffle for forever, so I'm trying to cut back on shuffling time. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So what you should leave behind in the month of November. We have don't let your past hold you back. We also have it clarified by the Ten of Swords. What you should bring into the second half of November 2020 as far as energy is concerned, it says it's time to release negativity. We have it clarified by the Page of Cups. The third set of cards are going to be what challenges you may face in this last couple of days in November 2020. We have step out of your comfort zone, and it's clarified by the Four of Pentacles. And the last set of cards are going to be how you can make the most out of the rest of this month. And we have the nothing is yet set in stone card, and it's clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and talk about this. So the first set of cards, what you need to leave behind in the month of November 2020. So with the don't let your past hold you back card and the Ten of Swords, I really feel like this is you guys needing to understand that the past does not dictate your future unless you allow it to keep repeating, or you allow the past to basically rewrite the story of your future. I always say this, guys, your experiences that you go through are not the end all be all. They're just a lesson. If you don't catch the lesson, then you'll keep repeating the same lesson via your relationships if you have problems there, via the careers you'll choose, that you'll choose if you're not self-aware of what you're doing as far as money or your career. It's more of you just needed to learn from your mistakes, understand where the mistake was. See, it's very hard to learn where the mistake was in the situation if there's no accountability, or it requires you to take accountability, and it may not be accountability we all may want to take as far as our part in certain things. Even just acknowledging how other people, we can't fix them, and us wanting to just fix, it could be making some of you guys feel defeated in a sense. But basically what I'm saying with this energy, don't let your past hold you back. If you had some failures that took place in your past and you still kind of hold on to them, failures in relationships, career opportunities, whatever it may be, don't let that defeat you and stop you from doing what you need to do moving forward. Okay. Now, the next set of cards are going to represent what you should bring into the second half of November as far as energy is concerned. We have it's time to release negativity, and we also have the Page of Cups. So this is you guys, like this card says, making sure you're not attaching yourself so much to negativity or negative people or negative experiences. This is also understanding as well that it's not easy to redirect negative energy into something positive, but you always have to transmute energy. If you want to get anywhere in life, when negative circumstances come up, real alchemists use those negative circumstances and situations to make it work for them. Like, in any negative circumstance or situation, there's always something that you could capitalize from it or gain from that experience. I don't care how negative it is, okay? There's always going to be some sort of way that you can come out of that situation better. If, again, you take accountability, you look at what the situation is for what it is, and move forward from that. But a lot of you, what this card is saying is make sure you're not allowing negativity to fester and make you make certain decisions, especially if you're making decisions based off of fear. All right. And then some of you guys also need to, in the second half or in the remainder of this month, make sure you guys are also being very critical of the people that you're dating, making sure you're not dating people who are trying to give you the bare minimum or emotionally are not mature enough to give you what you're looking for in love. Also analyzing the people who are trying to offer themselves up to you and whether or not they have something to offer for real. Okay. Now the next set of cards are going to be what challenges you may face. We have step out of your comfort zone and the Four of Pentacles. So the challenge may be you coming out of your comfort zone, trying a new approach, trying something different than what you're used to, letting go of certain people, places, or things that you've been attached to for a couple of years now. And it's almost like routine to either have these certain individuals in your life or to entertain them. Okay. And this may be a little hard. Okay, this could be some of you guys need to get out of your comfort zone when it comes to addictions. Like some of you guys may be using addictions to cope with hard times. And that may be something that needs to be looked at as well. With the Four of Pentacles as well. Interesting. This may be you guys also needing to open up more. Like I said, this is all about you guys needing to open up to new experiences and also just let go of things that are not serving you anymore. But the last set of cards are going to represent how you can make the most out of the rest of November 2020. I have nothing is yet set in stone. And we also have the Page of Pentacles. So this is understanding that nothing's set in stone, that don't get too comfortable and don't get so comfortable and so attached to an outcome that you don't really take the necessary steps to make something become set in stone. Because like this card is saying, nothing is yet set in stone. So if you want new love to come your way, it's not like love is set in stone for you, or money opportunities are set in stone. It's a matter of you making those opportunities become set in stone by taking action and doing certain things. Even when it comes to love as well, some of you guys may be needing to detach from the outcome so much when it comes to a certain relationship with somebody. That's another thing I'm seeing too, especially if they're not living up to your expectations. All right. And some of you also need to stop having such high expectations of where you're supposed to be at or this or that, because that's also kind of putting a toll on your mental health. Now, let me pull a card from here. What is ultimately coming towards my Capricorns for the remainder of November 2020? And we have Nourishment. Beautiful card. I love this card. So let's talk about this. I pulled this card for myself this morning. So it's interesting that you guys got this card. But this card says, choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it is a sign of what you're actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. And it says, all of us have set values that are as individual as our fingerprints. Sometimes we aren't sure what they might be if asked, but unconsciously we know. How do we know? Because if our values are not being met or lived, we rebel. We get angry, sad, depressed, irritable, or stuck, or we take the chaotic, in our own decision making. And commonly our relationships in life are not harmonious. An example of this might be someone who has a strong value of honesty, being asked to manipulate the truth every day in a sales job, or someone who is highly values peace, being surrounded by loud, drama-filled people who are just the opposite of peaceful. Meeting our values and living by them is such a important way to nourish our being. We feel more complete and fulfilled if we are able to do that. Additionally, it probably isn't an exaggeration to say that the Western world is obsessed by food for the wrong reasons. Food is often used as a pain relief, with many people overeating due to anxiety or pain. Food becomes a diversion rather than something that is nourishing or even something enjoyable. Learning to nourish bodies purely to give them what they really need is key to mental and physical health. So with this, basically what this card is trying to say, and sorry for knocking you guys over, you guys need to take more time to nourish yourself. Nourish that inner child. Nourish yourself by eating better. Nourish your mind by taking in more positive vibes. Nourish yourself overall by doing necessary self-care, by getting certain energies out of your life, especially if you're in this mindset of I want peace, and then you got people around you, like this book says, that are negative, that are draining you, that are putting you in a low vibrational state. So nourish yourself. Take the time to look at where you're neglecting to feed a certain area in your life with more positive energy and make that your focus. Okay. So this is what I see. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, thumbs this video up. Make sure you subscribe, all that jazz. If you do want a personal, like I said, check out the description box, and I will see you in the next one.